If there was ever a barge to sum up my fishing, I'd suggest that that is the perfect barge. Good morning everybody, and welcome back to FFT. Where do you find me today? Well, I'm on the northern part of the Lancaster Canal, somewhere where I've never fished before. I had a bit of a free day, and I'm hopefully going to have a few hours here and there during the week just to jump on somewhere to do a couple of hours roving. Done a bit of a Google Earth search, and I've come across this beautiful little marina pretty close to where I live, so not too bad of a drive. I've got here, the ground was white. There's been a big frost last night, the first proper frost I'd say of the year. The water is absolutely gin clear, which could cause a little bit of an issue, but there's a bit of overhead cloud, and all in all, yeah, the place looks absolutely bang on for a pike. Whether there's any fishing here, I don't know. You know, you could be fishing here and there might be no fish, but you've got to try these places, and this looks spot on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little bit of gear set up. I'm travelling very, very light because I just want to do a bit of a roving session up and down this bank here, and let's get into it. No, I was just trying to find out the depth, mate.
Alright.
So just had a bit of a plumb around with the float. It's consistently roughly about 3.5 to 4 foot, and then, as you would expect, slightly deeper in the middle and also in the cutout for the marina. But what you normally find on these places, obviously that marina wasn't there when the canal was built, so what the people would have done, bought the land, they'd have dug the marina, and then they'd have put a strip foundation in for the walls, and then they'd have taken the bank out. So you find in that gap it'll probably be smooth concrete, and it normally raises up a little bit. So I've just popped my float out. I've got it just set just so it's off the bottom, and I'm just having a little drift in and around the marina mouth. There's quite a few people out in the boats yet, so I don't really want to disturb by banging a bait in there, but if that goes quiet, then I may just launch a bait into that marina. There's no signs up saying that I can't do, so might as well give it a go. Anyway, let's see how we get on. So this is where we are. Just down by, just around the back of those boats there, there's a bit of a cutout. Obviously the boats there coming down to that tree, which I'm going to explore later. These reeds cut out into the marina, and then down another line, some reeds, some more boats. Looks very promising. As I stated in the intro, this is a roving session, and I'm travelling extremely light. Do quite a bit of fishing, different types of fishing, but I would say out of everything that I do, this is my favourite kind. Just a little bit of gear, one rod, and just having a little mooch about on a canal. You're not fishing for the biggest fish in the world, and I'm not expecting to catch the biggest fish in the world because they're not here. But I love it. I just love it. Little float out there, watching that float all day, just for them little tweaks. Yeah, absolutely love it. But what is important when you're roving is, as I've said, I can't stress it enough, travel extremely light and compact. I'll just give you a quick run through the kind of gear that I use for this type of fishing. So this is what we've got. Got a Quorum Snapper landing net. Fantastic bit of kit this. Fowling carver handle. It's telescopic 2.5 metres. That's clips on the back there. Got an easy fold mat that weighs about as much as a cotton bud. Transition rucksack underneath there. That's got everything that I need for the day. And a lightweight chair which clips to the rucksack via these clips here. So everything's in one place. A little bait bag does clip underneath. I've just taken that off to put the bag down. Rod hold all. What I've got in here, I've just got a single 9-foot sonic extractor rod with a Shimano bait runner 4000 reel. Bag stick on the back there. There's room for a bit of a portable brolly, and as you can see, it's very tiny. So you know you're off the bank in no time. It's only lightweight, don't weigh much either, so perfect for roving. The chair's off now. As you can see, it lies flat like a table. Got a couple of handles there for lugging it around. There's a pocket in here. Got my power pack, microphones and things, chargers, tripods in there. This one here, got my rig bin in there. This pocket here, you can see everything's accessed from the top. Got my hat, some winter bits in there, and this opens out fully. You can see it takes the tackle box, some looking mats, scales, bit of lunch. Absolutely perfect for this sort of stuff. A couple of pockets in there as well. So yeah, it's a good rucksack. Been about an hour and a half maybe. Tried in and around the mouth of the marina. Put one down in the centre. Just had one down to the left under a tree, and I'll just put one down the right reeds. I'm going to give it about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to reload and have a walk just to further up the bank and have a little try up towards near the little bridge. Not seen any signs of any fish or anything. It's just dead calm, dead still. Clouds come over pretty decent now, so the sun's gone away. And I do apologise if it was quite bright from the filming earlier, but the sun was out, and nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a couple of things that are not great about the place. Got the M6 directly behind me, and you can probably hear the road noise, which is getting a little bit irritating. But I don't suppose the council are going to move that motorway for me. And also, it's obviously a very busy marina. It's got like hotel rooms on it and everything. And there's been a lot of people walking around the mouth and like overlooking where they're baiting. It's yeah, I don't think it's going to be as productive as Google Earth would have suggested. So I said I'm going to give it another maybe 15 minutes just down this reed side, and then I'm going to have a wander down the right where it's a little bit more quiet. So I've just had a walk down the bank under the bridge, and I've come down to this little stretch here. Again, there's no reeds or anything, and it's so shit. It's about, I bet it's 3 foot deep at its deepest. So what I've done, I've set the bait quite shallow and swung a piece of bait under that tree directly in front of us, in here, under there, and the float's just laying about here. Give it maybe 10 minutes or so, and then have a wander up to the next tree. Just walked down the full length of that bank. I didn't really do any filming there. I've just been basically just rucksack on the back, and I've just been casting out, just giving it 5 minutes in each spot. Come to the end of the stretch, and it's looking very pikey here. I've only got about an hour left, so I'll probably focus my last hour around this area. I'll just spin the camera around, I'll just show you where we are. So that's where we've just come from, and then we're coming into like a bit of a slow sloping bend, and then we hit a lot of overhanging cover trees here. I'm just down there. I've got my float, well my bait should I say, I don't know if you can see the birch tree just there. I've got it sort of in that foliage there, and the float's just there. It's fishing a bit over depth, but I've had to do that because I've had to sort of swing it like at an angle just under the trees, but it went in nice. So yeah, I've got about an hour left. I might just try a few little spots down this stretch and see if there's anything knocking about. Give you a quick run through the rig that I'm using today. Got a piece of lamprey on there. I've just changed it over from a smelt. Just 2 size 8 trebles down to a 22-inch trace. I like a long trace. We've got the standard quick change link there with that bead that's just over the swivel. I've then got a quick change sinker which balances in the float. I've got a sliding through pencil float down to a bead and down to a float stop. Nice and simple, like me. Well, I've worked this area quite a bit now. Been under a few of the trees, up against the reeds. Tried drifting down the middle, and nothing at all. And what is quite strange as well, I've not seen any sign of life. I'm not just talking about pike, I'm talking about fish in general. Nothing, no silvers. I mean, the water must be a foot deep in front of me, gin clear to about 3-4 foot out. And you often see like little fry or little silverfish just darting around, but I've seen nothing. Maybe it's just a dead part of the canal there. I don't know, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to reel in. I'm going to walk back down to where the car is. It's near a canal bridge. There's a canal bridge there. There's a barge moored up. So I think it's worth maybe just the final 20 minutes. Just have a little search around there just to see if I can tempt a fish. But so far, nothing. So I've just made the walk back down. I've actually just short of the marina now, and I've just popped a bait just down the side of that boat there. As you can see, the marina's there now. I was down there this morning, so I put one there, and as you can see around here, got a bit to play with. Got another moored boat here, so I'll give it a go down that side as well. Again, the key to this is keep moving, keep on your feet, trying different spots. As I was just doing that little piece about the barge called No Idea, I then proceeded to stand up. My mobile phone was on my knee and it plonked straight into the canal. Just got it back with a net, and I got the cover off quick, blew down the hole at the bottom to try and get all the water out, and in fairness it seems to be still working. Whether that carries on I don't know, but yeah, you know, what can you do? So we've got about 10 minutes left. I'll just moved down more towards the car now. I put a bait just next to that boat there. Give that 5 minutes, and then I'll try 5 minutes just down there and see if that can bring anything. If any of you out there looking for a good net for roving for pike, certainly recommend this one. Quite a big net, to be fair. As you can see, it packs down really small. You clip onto your rucksack, and you basically give it a twist there, flips out, turn it up, and that's the net. But then it also extends carbon fibre handle. Look at this, such a small net. Check that out. That is massive. Fantastic, yeah, fantastic little bit of kit. Forum snapper it's called. Ideal for doing any roving. Twist it up, clip it on your bag, job's a good one. Well, that's the end of the session, guys. I've always been there about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours tops. Nothing doing though, not a sniff. I've just been speaking to one of the walkers who's just said if I go past the marina, carrying a bit further up the canal, there's 2 old locks that aren't in use and they're opened, so you get a bit of flowing water. So I may try there if I can squeeze in another half day next week, which I'm hoping to be able to do, and if I can, let's give it a try. But anyway, once again, there's no fish. It's a great fishing channel, this. But if you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up, comment in the bottom, and as always, if you're feeling really generous, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'll see you again.